I've heard some reports coming out of this meeting that many of you feel that another program, specifically the foreign aid program, could best be cut. How do you feel about this?
I do feel that it could be cut. In a lot of instances, we're pouring money into those foreign countries in an effort to buy their friendship. It has been proven all along that we have not been able to buy their friendship with this money. Hence, I think that we can better use it at home to help our own people.
What is your reaction, sir, over the increase in appropriation for a big dam and the cut in appropriations for small dams?
I think that it is wrong. I can't understand why that the larger reservoir people would receive more money than those who are interested in upstream projects. I think that the upstream program is the solution, and undoubtedly something has happened that we don't know about in order that they are getting more money than we are.
Would you care to elaborate on that something has happened that we don't know about?
It would be my first impression that the Army Engineers has had a hand in it, and that we are suffering as a result of what they have done. Previously, they have offered to cooperate with us, and this we cannot understand.
I came down yesterday and spent the afternoon looking over the mission of Fort Sill, going out in the field and watch them put together the corporal missile and get it ready for firing. I was not down at Fort Sill to see about acquiring more land. This was discussed while I was there, but we have no program before the Armed Services Committee to acquire more land to support Fort Sill.
But
there may be in the future, but there's none before us at this time.
Why is it the best place to do this?
Well, the importance of Fort Sill in connection with artillery school and, of course, the latest now, the missile effort, lies in the fact that at Fort Sill you have the kind of environment and terrain that you need to train men in the use of missiles and artillery pieces to support ground troops any place in the world. Otherwise, the answer would be very simple. You could simply fire these missiles that support ground troops out on a desert or in the ocean. The first was to find out what exactly the Army had proposed in the way of a missile range at Fort Sill. We did get our first official information on the land the Army proposes to take. And we got an explanation from the Secretary of the Army in the form of an official release stating the present status, which was the second thing I was there to find out. I learned that the proposal is now under consideration in the Pentagon, in the Department of Army, but has not yet even reached the level of Assistant Secretary of Army Dewey Short, who will have to pass on it. Then I checked to see where it would go from him, what channels it would have to pass through before it eventually reached congressional levels, and
I followed the same path through Washington that this proposal would have to follow, alerting each of the individuals to the fact that we would like to be heard on the proposal when it came before them. We feel that our objections to this are valid not on a local level, but are national issues of general interest to the nation at large. We feel that the country cannot afford all the missile ranges that all the services are apt to want. And the missile program is now an emergency program, and so this problem will have to be faced soon.
Our highways face bankruptcy. Gives me the quakes. Can't afford $30 million for a road that's new late. Lay off those 3 roads, and I don't mean maybe, because this road program is my baby. Some people want those 4-lane highways. Others want their contracts lynched. Some prefer on the interstate, others will take what they can get. Oh, this road program gets not baby. Yes, sir, I don't mean maybe it's true. I'm a mom to you. Some people say I broke my promise. Others say that I betray. If they don't stop with their attacks, I will take their pet roots away. Cause this road program is my baby. Yes, sir, I don't mean maybe it's true. I'm a pop to you.
The 26th session will go down as having no friction. Hey, here comes the governor. Say the benediction.
This was nice. Very nice. I know the rest of it. And I'm glad to be ready when you needed advice.
Mr. Green, have you sold a lot of this ignition spray lately?
Yes, sir. We've sold about 3 months' supply, or 40 cans, in the last 3 weeks or so.
In the last 3 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Who buys this mostly?
It's mostly teenagers.
Mostly teenagers?
Yes, sir.
What do they tell you that they're using it for?
Well, we have heard that they spray it on a handkerchief and then hold it over their face, and it gets them a little dopey.
What have you done to try to curb this sale of this ignition spray to teenagers?
Well, our city supervisor has notified all the stores to take name and addresses of anyone buying this under 21 years of age. And they think that ought to slow it down quite a bit.